Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is ChrisIsSoPro. Just got off of an 8-hour work shift, my first really long shift. So I'm kind of tired, but I finished my new deck today, and same sleeves I've been using for like the past 2 decks I've had. But here's my deck of the month, April, and it's kind of gonna be kind of obvious what kind of deck it is after you see the first 3 cards. First 3 cards, 3 Grandmaster of the 6 Samurai. Stable in any kind of 6 Samurai deck. Before I start, really, I just want to discuss there's this thread on Pojo going around. It's like the official 6 Samurai thread. And kind of take a look at it, and they started talking about how to build macro samurais. I'm just telling everyone now, macro samurais, no. It's the stupidest shit I've ever heard of. The whole deck builds around Grandmaster, Hand of the 6 Samurai, and the Gateway combo now. And whenever your Grandmaster gets popped, you want to add something from the graveyard back. It's really, with Reasoning and Rhoda at 1 now, it's really kind of your only ability to maintain control over your opponent. And you running Macrocosmos or Dimensional Fissure in a Samurai deck is just going to kill all of that. Especially because Grandmaster is the main card in every 6 Samurai deck. I'm glad that Upper Deck and Konami invented him. 3 6 Sam Zanjis. It's the 1800 beater of the deck. Optional Honest target if you want to try to run one Honest. I don't, but I've tried it before and it is a little bit consistent, but you're not going to want to run one of the spell cards in the deck, and I'll tell you which one that is later. But when you got another 6 Samurai monster on the field, when he attacks, if that monster is not destroyed after damage calculation, then it's destroyed. Which is really good against stuff like Reaper, Marshmallow for the invincible targets, and then it also destroys the stuff with higher attack and defense, like Colossal Fighter. 2 Great Shogun Shiins. 3 is a dead draw. 3 is a dead draw for any deck. It's just too much. And special summon when you have 2 or more Sams on the field, which is really, really good. But and then your opponent can only use 1 spell or trap card per turn when he's on the field, which really just slows him down. 2 Hand of the 6 Samurai, basic gateway combo, tribute Grandmat, summon, or gateway, summon, gateway gets 2 counters, special summon the Grandmaster, it's 4 counters, tribute the Grandmaster to pop a card, use the 4 counters on gateway to get Grandmaster back, special summon Grandmaster, that's 2 more counters, it's pretty broken. 2 6 Samurai Iru, he's really good for popping the face down monsters when he attacks, the face down defense position monsters destroyed automatically. 2 Spirit of the 6 Samurais. This deck runs Reckless Greeds at 3, so any extra draw power in the deck is extremely good. Plus, because when he's a Union monster, you equip it to, like, say, Grandmaster or Zanji, and they run over a monster, you get to draw a card. And plus, it gives that monster that's equipped to a 500 attack boost. 2 6 Sam Yaichis. He pops a face-down spell or trap card, which is really good considering the Dimensional Prison is a very popular card this format. Plus, they can't bottomless him, so say you've got like a Zanji or something already out that they didn't bottomless before, then yeah, you just pop. 1 Inishi. Inishi's a really good card because you just remove 2 Sams, you could summon him, it's a free special summon, attack direct for 22, or just pop. It's like a Chaos Sorcerer, except it pops instead of removes. So yeah, that's it for Moss. So onto the spells. Of course, 3 Gateway of the 6. When a 6 Sam monster is special summoned or normal summoned, gets 2 Bushido counters, and you can remove 2 Bushido. You can remove Bushido counters from your side of the field, not just from this, but from other gateways. And 6 Samurai United, remove 2 counters. A 6 Samurai monster or a Shiin effect monster gains 500 attack. Remove 4 counters. Add a 6 Samurai monster from your hand or your graveyard or deck to your hand, which gets Grandmaster and stuff, and remove 6 counters from the field to special summon a Shiin effect monster from your graveyard. which is really good if you've gone through your Great Shogun Shion already, and all that. So then, on to the next 3 copies of Six Samurai United. Six Samurai United is the draw card, or one of the other draw cards of the deck. The Six Samurai monster is normal summoned or special summoned. You could put a Bushido counter on it, maximum of 2, and you could send this card to the graveyard and draw cards equal to the number of Bushido counters on it from when it was sent, which is really good because you just go like summon a Six Samurai monster and draw, which a lot of times, even though it seems like it's really hard to do, your one monster and then send to the graveyard, your draw could be a Grandmaster, which happens a lot more than it seems like it would. Or you could just like normal summon a Samurai, special summon a Grandmaster, draw 2, special summon Shogun. I'm thinking about tagging on my body as a shield in here. I don't yet, but seeing how the deck runs, because 2 Book of Moon, staple card. 1 Reasoning. I really wish this card was still at 3, because that's what really made this Samurai deck good. Because you go Reasoning, and there's such a diversity of levels in here. There's 3s, there's 4s, there's 5s, and there's 7s. It's really, and since there's such a large number of each, there's like 2 7s, 3 5s, 5 4s, and then the rest are 3s. It really makes it a diverse number and makes it really hard for your opponent to call a Reasoning unless they have the ability to check your graveyard and stuff and see a lot of monsters. And even then, they'd have to know the monster count and know what you're running. Staples like Heavy Storm, MST. Of course, you're going to want to run a Rhoda in a 6 Sam deck. And the card I was talking about before, where if you're going to run Honest for the Zanjis, don't run this card. But this card's kind of an iffy choice, but it's, in my opinion, a really good card this format, especially for Sams with the lack of Reasoning and the fact that you're going to want to get Bushido counters out there a lot. Cunning of the Six Samurai. You basically send 1 face-up 6 Samurai monster you control to the graveyard, and you special summon a 6 Samurai monster from either player's graveyard. 1, it's either player's graveyard, and since there are people who are going to want to run Sack Sams now all the time, just like they did when Moore won the Shonen Jump Championship in Houston, go Texas. Everybody ran it. Everybody ran Samurais, and which was really annoying because there was one regional that I played. I started 4-0 and then proceeded to lose the next 3 rounds, but every time I'd activate Reasoning, for some reason, there'd be another 6 Samurai player next to us, and the guy would be like, hey, what level is this monster? Which is totally cheating, but I didn't really mind, because he totally called it wrong every single time, like a bitch. But, still, Cunning of the 6 Samurai, it lets you, say you attack with the Samurai, and then, you can attack with the Samurai, and then send it to the graveyard with Cunning of the 6 Samurai, and then attack again, or you could just use it to build up those Bushido counters and be able to search out your Grandmaster faster. But, on to the traps. Of course, you're going to want to run 2 Bottomless. I forgot to organize my traps. Sorry, guys. Bottomless Trap Hole is a staple card in any format. Got your other staples, Mirror Force, Torrential, and Solemn. And I'm running a Dust Shoot because I'm really lucky and I tend to draw Dust Shoot first turn a lot, or just draw it when my opponent's got some draw power going on. The last draw engine of the deck, 3 Reckless Greed. Reckless Greed is amazing in 6 Samurai because there's just so many cards that you could draw into to be able to be like, oh, hey, look, Grandmaster, Shogun, and other stuff. And then a Starlight Road, of course, to protect your cards from cards like Heavy Storm, Gazeras, JD, Celestia, all that stuff. And it especially protects the Uniteds and the Gateways, since the Gateways are going to stay on the field a long time. But that's 6 Samurai. Rate, comment, subscribe, guys, and peace.